Bath Shalawam, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahawashai, Ba'asham Rakakwada Ashtobu, honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Kiam. And this is your brother Bawan, back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahawashai, Ba'asham Rakakwada, all praises and glory is due. Right, and I was just, meditating on some things, and a thought just came to my mind. Is this your king? Right? Because that meme from Black Panther when Killmonger says, "Is this your king?" And I'm asking the same question: Is this your king? Because you know how these Christians always say Christ is king. Well, this is a question to vocab and all you other wacky tacky plantation Christians. This video isn't going to be that long, and the question is quite simple: Is this your king? Right? And you see the image of JC right here with devil horns, and you see some more images of the same thing. And I was trying to find a picture of that, but it's very difficult to find those pictures. So what I just decided to just settle on is just I just use a regular picture of JC, right? So let me go and let me hold on. Let me do this instead, right? JC. I don't want to use a Cesare Borgia picture. You see, this is my question right here. Is this your king, right? Is this your king? Okay. Because the reason why we ask this question is that when you go into the scriptures, right, and let's go to that, and you go into the book of Revelation, and let's get that, and you read the book of Revelation, you clearly see a description of our Lord Yahushai. So this is the book of Revelation 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. His feet were like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And of course, the main point being the description right here, Revelation 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And you don't really see that description when you look at these images right here of JC. And if you watch some of the Alderman Tazakba's recent videos, you saw that there was this Jake that was arguing that, oh, when he says the hair is white like wool, he's talking about in his glorified state. He's talking about in his glorified state, right? Are these not images of JC in his glorified state? Or do you really think that this Edomite looking man was walking around here with his heart, basically showing, and him having a cross and fire on his heart? Or is this not an image of JC in his glorified state? Is this not an image of it? Where is the white woolly hair? Where is the eyes red? Where is the red eyes? Okay, where is the description that is clearly shown in the scriptures? You do not see it. So my question still stands for you Christians. Is this your king? Let's continue reading. Now Revelation 1 verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So let's do something simple, right? Let's not go too crazy. Let's do something simple. Let's just do white as... Hold on, where is that description? Where it says white like wool. Let's do that. Let's just type that, white like wool. And let's just see what we see, okay? And when you type that, the first thing you see is the book of Revelation, right? Because, and we don't look no further than this right here. You can clearly see what is being shown. White like wool, okay? Let's look at this one. And this is the image of our Lord Yahushai as depicted according to the scriptures, and it is extremely obvious that when the scriptures are talking about hair being white like wool, white as snow, it's talking about both texture and color. In other words, he had hair, woolly textured hair, and he had hair that looked like snow, right? And let's just do this as well, because even the apostles mentioned this, that there used to be a derogatory term for that Esau called old slaves back in during back when our people were still in are still in like actual chattel slavery, right? Because our people are still in captivity. The prison industrial complex, what's going on in North Africa, in Libya, right, where you have jakes here in West Africa being sold in slavery over in North Africa, right? We are still in captivity. But there was a term called snowball, and that was because a lot of our people had that hair, the same hair color and texture as snowball. Okay, and you see you type in snowball hair, this is what it is showing. Okay, um Edomite women hairstyle. But even back during that, let me see if I can actually get that definition. But even back during that time, when you had a older Jake that had white hair, the Edomites would call him Snowball. Let me see if I can find that. Here it is. Here it is, and you see, and even up till now, it's still actually in the dictionary. So this is the Oxford English Dictionary, and let's get that. And this is the word snowball. Snowball, a ball of snow, especially one made of a size convenient for throwing by hand. Right. So let's look for some of the other definitions. Let's keep scrolling down. Let's keep scrolling down. And I'm sure I just saw the definition right now, so I want to keep scrolling down and to find it, because you know how Esau is. If it's something that now Esau is, they're going to keep it at the bottom of the definition. And this is right here, 3A, derogatory or an offensive term, an insulting name or term of abuse for a black person, right? And of course, we are not black. Okay, let's get that clear right now, that the Hebrew that we are not black, and there are no such thing as black people. You only have different shades of brown. So we are not black. We are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because you don't need an explanation for what this dictionary means when you're talking about a black person. It's clearly talking about the so-called Negroes, right? The so-called African Americans, the so-called Black Americans, the so-called Black Africans that are Israelites. We are not so-called black, but rather we are the Israelites according to the scriptures, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So you see that when describing our Lord Yahushai's hair, right, the Apostle John uses two terms that look like woolly hair of a so-called Negro man, but really an Israelite man, in order to describe the hair of our Lord Yahushai. And when we look at the images of JC right here, we see that there is no snowball hair, right? Hold on, let me go back to that, right? There is no snowball hair in these images. Even when they show you a glorified image of JC, there still is no snowball hair. Isn't this a glorified image of JC? Where is the snowball hair? Where is the snowball hair? Where is the red eyes, right? Where is that depiction according to the scriptures? You do not find it. So once again, is this your king? Because that's my big question right there. Because if you confront vocab with these things now, he will tell you that, oh well, I don't really know what vocab will say, but you have a lot of Christians that will say, well, yeah, JC was a Middle Eastern man, so he wasn't white, but he wasn't black either. But yet, you have this clear white man being depicted right here. Is this your king? And I want to know how you will answer that, because I haven't even gone to the fact that the scriptures say that that the legs, right, his feet were like brass and brass as if it burned in a furnace. Because if we even look into that one, that just completely destroys any argument I have to make for our Lord Yahushua not being a dark skinned man, right? Is this your king? That's the simple question I want to ask. And hey, that's basically it. I just want to know what the Christians have to say. Is this your king? So with that, I'll end the video right there. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh Ba'asham Yawashai, Ba'asham Raka Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the Spirit of Yakam, and your acquires are edified. Shalom.